All right, here we go. Jumping on to set 1, which will be played on Ankara. And yesterday, it was pretty fun to watch Imperial up against Hay. You were mentioning many times how you enjoyed the fast-paced action of that. But Black Dragon's a lot more of a balanced team, I feel, especially on Global Risk. They're not necessarily going to get in your face. They'll look to lock down areas.
And GDSC misses the first shot, but catches up with the second immediately. Yeah, GDSC could not really peek or do too much damage onto GDSC, who's usually not in that position. So that's the reason why he went into the air duct.
Yeah, that's going to open up some opportunities for Black Dragons to get some good defense down. Global Risk can be much easier, especially when you take one of the attackers out right from the get-go. But Imperial going for their very aggressive maneuver as for here they come towards the B bomb site.
They do make an entry, but with the flash that was okay. Delay, Goken missed the first shot, but still, not all the members are in. Adrian taking 2 down. That's a good trade.
Yeah, absolutely. They were already ahead 5-4. Now it is 4-2. And still, the bomb is going to get down. The rest of the members here from Black Dragons just going to group up and look to go for a retake, as it is Will and MG that are left here for Imperial.
Taking down Goken will be the key, and Viana to follow up right behind him. Let's see where MG is going to position himself. He's trying to go on the back. Behind both of the members.
I love this play.
Finds one, second.
Oh, not quite able to land that last shot, but very sneaky. That was a sneaky snake if I ever saw one. He was able to come in from behind them, but only took out one.
Yeah, sometimes you do get greedy, says you just let one go and then try to catch the second person, but second person is actually looking at you while when you're trying to kill. So just going for that first headshot earlier, when you have less number in your team, I think it's a better idea. Because you're supposed to buy some more time with the bomb planted. It didn't really work out for Imperial to begin. So let's see how Black Dragon switches position now. We do see Madzin going all the way into the entrance.
Yeah, getting in there right from the get-go. And you mentioned the positioning of DGZ. He is not going to be towards the air duct this time around. He's actually going to be sitting on B. So mixing things up here is Black Dragons. I love the mind games. The Brazilian players all mentioned how they all play each other so much. So many mind games have to go into it when you've played against these guys for like the 100th, the 500th time on this map. And it's good to see.
That's the strength of Black Dragons with DGZ switching around, which can also be a weakness if it's being read by the opponent. Here comes the entry into the A site. What a pretty good headshot to begin. The backup does come, but Goken is waiting for the backup of his teammate. He's sort of alone in this passage.
Forever flashed and smoked. It looks like Goken is going to be denied here for the majority of it. Actions playing out a bit. Nice little headshot poke there. And it's looking pretty good for Imperial, but they have 3 members that are relatively low health.
Goken comes to get the shot, but MG's deep. He's going to secure from the quarters. No way going past him as he finds 2 more kills. And Imperial finds a hole after GGZ moves to B site.
Yeah, I like that play. That's very much Imperial style, right? Where they have 5 members left available, and they just all go in for a very swift attack on one bomb site. They try to take 2 or more angles, of course, to catch the defenders off guard. And I suppose that's kind of the idea, you know, try to have the strength in numbers. Nice little shot there from MG as DGZ was trying to get aggressive with the sniper, but he is denied.
And Imperial with that shot will try to buy some more time to have a big rotation. As GDSC, I think he's just waiting for the smoke to go off and have a second so that the members from A side stays. And at the same time, the other 4-man squad will go directly from the office or into yard passage.
Trying to see what they can see here. It does look like Will with the bomb is trying to move forward first. Oh, GSC gets a great angle, eventually lands those shots onto Mazin, takes him out. And here they come onto the B bomb site. Goku's gonna be flashed and taken out immediately, as now Imperial have a fantastic setup here on the bomb site.
And taken with the C4, just being planted, already 5v2. Fiona, Adrian, they can line up a few shots, but going into and going below into the armory entrance will be problematic because there are snipers.
Huh. Looks like he knew where that guy was going to be standing. As Daniel was just waiting for that angle that Adrian was coming from. An easy pick off onto him as Imperial get a couple of rounds in a row here on Ankara.
Yeah, great. Some really good flashes coming for Imperial when they were jumping into B site. It was because of a really aggressive position from Black Dragons. I think they can go even further back into near their spawn. When they have less member, they can leave B side open and just get a sneak peek from the spawn and get few kills so that you can even up the number before you go in. And DGZ got a long distance kill from the office all the way near. You're getting a target near that blacklist spawn, and that's pretty aggressive in the position where he is actually going to stay.
Yeah, and it looks like that's going to spark a little bit of aggression here on A site. But Fiona is able to poke out and immediately gets the one. It's going to make this attack a lot less effective, but actually a really fantastic grenade. It actually bounced right below his feet. There wasn't much he could do stuck in the air duct there.
And Imperial, here he comes down. Danimal looking for the kill. Adrian gets one, GDSC falls, but Danimal gets one back. There are two members still in waiting on top of A site. Looking to come in from the passage. There's a smoke.
Ooh, Danimal, he is lighting them up after his teammate did go down. Flash going to be thrown out there, but DGZ does not commit to it. He's got that sniper, so it is a little bit awkward to just get into a straight firefight. I love the patience here from Danimal too. He's waiting. Not forcing the bomb down just yet.
He does have C4. But just in case, I think he wants to clear up first and check if the opponent went to B site at all. 25 seconds. I don't think he wants to plant at all. He just wants to find the opponent.
Yeah, but he is running a bit out of time. He's probably going to look for a plant on B. A bit sneaky here as DGZ is kind of in the middle, it looks like, towards the front yard. And there is the plan. So DGZ does know where this bomb is at and will be looking for Danimal.
It's an open plant, pretending like he's going back to the GR spawn. And will DGZ fall for that? That's why he's not checking A long or bottom.
Bit of a fake defuse, forces Danimal up, but that is going to be the quick shot from DGZ to take him out and tie things up 2-2.
Yeah, good mind games between the two players there. Danimal having the room plan, so it's easy to get that shot from the balcony or from the room right next to the spawn. But yeah, DGZ after feeling that no one's coming from that, had a pretty good read that he's coming from right behind him. So still Imperial not really having much focus towards the yard at all. Actually, Black Dragons coming out deep. Get some control over the quarters.
Yeah, I like the aggressive push-outs, actually, that Black Dragons are going for. They do this from time to time. It's not necessarily their main prerogative most of the time, but either way, it looks like this bomb site has been mostly left open. It looks like Viana now going to lead the charge, a little bit of a scouter. He doesn't have much health, so just kind of going in there, seeing the positioning, seeing who he can grab.
And then they let the bomb plant go through. A 3v3, coming all from quarters, sort of ignoring who's on a top.
Okay, that was scary.
But MG spots all of them.
Gonna bounce it there off the pole. Mazin will be looking to enter straight from the entrance, finds MG. Does DGZ actually. As over the top goes Will, and it's only GDSZ, who is pretty far back. As he sees the angle, knows the defuse is going off, is trying to get that last shot, will finally get the headshot, just barely on time. As the bomb will go off, and Imperial do finally move ahead.
Yeah, good final rotation there. Just using the lack of time. DGZ had to go for the defuse. Imperial just taking the advantage of that 3-3 as Black Dragons took a longer rotation into quarters. So they did not have too much time for that defusal.
Yeah, and Imperial attacking this way onto the A bomb site here on Ankara. They've had a lot of success with this in the past against some other teams, and even against the Black Dragons in round one. Here they come once again. They're just going to light up Viana, go up the stairs, pick off another one with a headshot. That was an interesting grenade, but it's not going to matter too much. Imperial, this is what worked for them in the past, and they're bringing that aggression once again today.
Yes, Black Dragons still just leaving A site to 2 members, but this time with no kill of their own. So all 3 members from the passage.
Oh man,
Mazin.
Those are some sick shots. DGZ able to win there, and actually the fantastic retake from Black Dragons. I loved the shots actually in the picture-in-picture from Mazin. He was just in the back. One of his teammates was in the front baiting a lot of shots, and he just used those shots to say, I know you're right there. Lined him up through the smoke.
The Black Dragons using the smoke to cover themselves and not come out at once, making sure that Imperial's also spending some angle and time from the A entrance, A long. And then after a few seconds, Black Dragon came in with DGZ. It was a hard retake, but it was done 3-3. So even though they lost A side initially because of that retake, I don't think Imperial's going to take too much chances of going in once again.
Yeah, you can see pretty heavy lockdown this time around with 3 members over towards the A bomb site. But they're still edging on over here. I wonder if they are going to commit. Through the air duct come 2. Here's Viana looking for 1, finds actions. Not able to pick off another as he's just spraying into the duct. That was essentially Adrian with the backup. As Will is able to get another headshot. Great positioning here from Adrian. Looks like today might be his day, as he's having quite the beginning to this match.
And swaps over to an AWM. Let's see how well he can actually hold that site. But the remaining 2 from Imperial finally looking to go into yard and passage. As B side is quite open. Black Dragons, because of all the previous round, they have to put focus on A site. So good switch, I would say, for Imperial to go in this pace.
Here comes the bomb. We're going to throw that one down.
And the long plant, a safe one from on the opposite side of those boxes from the respawn.
MG, you can see, just waiting to see the angle, spraying a little bit with the pistol. Now actually gets the fantastic flick headshot with the pistol. This guy is pretty insane with that weapon, and he's going to be able to pick up another kill actually towards the end and pick up a round here for the side of Imperial, as looks like a bunch of them are leaving the lobby. One of them did get disconnected. And we're just going to have to remake the lobby here.
Just to remake real soon, as it was Imperial 4 rounds, Black Dragons grabbing 3 rounds. So not a pretty good start for Imperial already from the blacklist side, getting that many. And every single time where they went into that A site, it did work. They did break into the initial 2 members of defense. So I think they're going to try it at least a few more times. And also, if that didn't work, switching with less members of a 2-man, 3-man attack into the office, into B site, that also sort of worked oftentimes. So I think Black Dragons are having a really tough time positioning themselves around the map right now. Imperial seems like they're playing the same games they had yesterday, but Black Dragons actually playing it a little too passive today. Don't really see too much rotation of DZZ as much.
Yeah.
Don't really see Viana going in deep, just like yesterday or the day before. So a little weird of a start for Black Dragons.
Yeah, and we'll see if maybe they can put on the aggression a little bit here, as it looks like we are getting back into the game slowly but surely. And of course we are here in round 8.
Just getting their movements. This time not spending a single member from a site, but actually going towards that B. And because of that, they will take the timing nade, which actually did quite a lot of damage. And Black Dragons, they came out of quarters. They know that most of the members from Imperial is gathered up near office or bypass.
Yeah, and we're trying to take a look here. We might have some observer issues at the moment, but we're trying to get those fixed for you guys.
But for the players, they are not having any issue.
Yeah.
So the game is going to continue.
Yeah. Well, you know, we'll kind of see what's going on here as it's happening. And it does look like a bit of a rotation from Imperial. They do want to, you know, after getting that initial pick onto Viana, who was in the front yard, looks like they might want to go with sitting back and attacking into A. We'll have to wait and see.
Will was trying to get some more information by going all the way into the yard. Could not really do so. DCC again waiting for that shot. Now Imperial making their way into the central passage. Is it going to be B side again? There's only one from Goken.
Well, looks like there was a little bit of a trade there. Actions went down, but Danimal was able to help out. Nice little piece of shots here from Goken around the box. Was able to get one, but he gets taken out.
But Goken, before this moment, he was able to give a lot of information to the team, so that was all worth going out all the way back into the quarter passage. And DGZ just comes out from the yard and says, okay, let's seal it. And that makes it a 4-4.
Yeah, and it has been very close. You know, we saw a little bit of this earlier on. And as you guys can tell, a little bit of some connection issues, I believe, with our observer. So we're going to trying to get him back in and get things underway.
I think that round, because for the players it was actually fine, I think that round will count.
Yeah.
But before we go into any more rounds, we will actually make the room again, make sure all the players and observers are having no issues with the network. Of course, we do have server. We do have the server all the way in NA, so
yes,
less of a problem for the players. But
of course, we're casting from Korea, so there can be some issues with that. It's
maybe
the international tournament.
Yeah, maybe some ping or latency issues. I mean, who knows what's happening deep down ocean?
True. well put. Well put. And yeah. It shouldn't be too much of a issue. I mean, we're already getting back into the game, and we'll be back into the action in just a moment.
I hope so, because we were about to get things started with 4-4 now, about to have the first half over. And Black Dragons, they were having somewhat better focus of transitioning members from A to B, having 3 to begin with, and then if you don't hear any flash or smoke, and then just move one back to B or towards the front yard. So to see some better transition finally from Black Dragons.
Yeah, I mean, I like when they kind of play Imperial at their own game, right? Hay was able to do that pretty well yesterday, and it ended up being a really close match, right? The fact that Hay was able to kind of gain some confidence and, you know, fight fire with fire. I think that's a little bit better than just like sitting back on your legs and letting, you know, 5 members of Imperial attack 2 guys that are on A and generally get, you know, a 2-for-1 trade. They get the bomb down. It's pretty difficult to retake in that kind of a scenario. So trying to just, you know, play a little bit of aggressive or find some other angles can absolutely work for them. And they have been trying a bit. Hasn't been, you know, all just passivity out of Black Dragons. They've sent some members up, and that has made for a pretty even game so far.
And also Imperial is trying a similar style of their own where they break through until it is being stopped totally from the opponent. And their transition has been a little faster compared to the first 2 days, so I like that they're keeping a similar type of play that they tried yesterday. I still remember the match against Hay. That was one of the quickest professional games I've ever seen from CROSSFIRE.
True. It was pretty ruthless, that one. And, yeah, the players are kind of going back and forth. It's pretty fun to watch. But either way, it does feel like even Hay have kind of shored up some of their weaknesses that we saw earlier on in the tournament. I'm really excited to see what they have in store for us later on today. Of course, Black Dragons will have the 2 matches, right? They have to play Imperial here, and then they have to play Hay next, and then Hay will, of course, play against VG later on today for the 3rd match. So there is that, but looks like the game is all loaded up. We're going to have the one last match before we do, or the one last round, rather, before we do switch sides. And really, you know, every single round matters because there is still the possibility, the small possibility of some kind of a tiebreaker. And also, just trying to place your best for playoffs is always really good. Of course, playoffs will be tomorrow, and that will be a bit of a gauntlet system, right, where the 4th place plays against 3rd and so on.
The winner goes up against 2nd finish from the round robin, and we go to the final day, which is best of 5. Just 1 match, but you get if you take 1st place today, then you skip all the matches tomorrow and wait for 1 best of 5, which is a great advantage. You can take a look at your opponent and what they like to do in the playoff and where they go. And on the other hand, the opponent's not just going to show their strategy. They still have to work on first opponent that they have to face against in the playoff, and also the team in the grand finals. So lots of disadvantage given because you are not finishing first, of course.
That's why it's great to, of course, get the best finishes possible, and it is very competitive and close so far. And yeah, just will be interesting to see who makes it there first. Of course, for right now, it is VG and Imperial that are up towards the top and tied at 3 and 2. Black Dragons are 2 and 2, and then Hay is 1 and 3. So those 2 guys at the bottom still have a couple of matches to play today.
As the Black Dragons will be facing Hay right after. That I am having a lot of hope for Hay because in the first round robin was pretty dominant for, of course, Black Dragons, but still, Hay, because they were able to play so much better against the passive team, it might be a different story when they're facing them 2nd time. Now, of course, with the first win for Hay yesterday, we did get to hear from Kai's. The interview went pretty well as he was really extremely happy. And he also said it's still a learning experience for the team. So, and then sometimes the learning experience, it's all good, but when you start winning against a stronger opponent, then you get a feeling saying, am I actually at the same level as the other guys already?
Yeah, it's like a learning snowball, right? Where you're learning, you're improving while you play, because whenever you play against better players, you improve. I mean, if you're just, the best player in the lobby and you're dunking on all those people, then it's you're not really learning too much because there's not much competition. But if you're losing and learning and then eventually winning, you gain the confidence on top of what you've learned, and it becomes really powerful overall. So it's pretty cool to see what they have been able to do. And I do believe the game is loaded up. We'll see if we can stick to this one and actually get in there.
And DCZ immediately fires one from the front yard. Starts up with the kill. It's only one round in the first half. And then we will switch sides. But losing actions will be big, especially when Imperial is looking for that entry frag. Actions did an amazing job getting that first headshot all the time. But without him, they're going to lose a lot of entry power.
You could say they're playing quite passively back here on the site, not looking to poke anywhere. They're not checking the air ducts or anything like that. Just sitting back, relaxing. They know they don't have to be very aggressive after that first pick off. And it looks like the members of Imperial may be rotating back over to the right side of the map here. But again, pretty spread out for now.
But DCZ in a pretty aggressive position. Looking to get one more. MG is right next to him though, but DCZ feels something fishy, does not extend even further. A great choice, I think, if he moved out just a little far, that MG was going to be covering him from the side angle. Only 45 seconds left, so they have to make some rotational work and get some smokes off.
They've really kind of taken their time with this one. But we know that when the attack comes, it will come very swiftly from Imperial. They're just going to break down right through the front door. The flashbangs will come down, but the first shot is there from MG. Viana waiting at the top of the stairs here. Actually gets a nice flash down. You can see they should have a good idea of where he is behind the box, and down he will go. The rotation, though, will come in swiftly. Danimal picks off a double kill. But Goken's still there, still fighting, gets the shot down with the bomb and gets the flick as well. It's only Danimal who is getting that bomb down. But now 2-on-1.
Yeah, 2-on-1 and with two pistols, basically. Can he pull it off? No, Goken finds another headshot and finishes the first half with another win for Black Dragons.
Yeah, Goken able to get 3 kills in that round. And as we mentioned, guys, because we got to switch sides, we're going to remake this lobby once again. But that's pretty big for Black Dragons. I mean, in the beginning, it was looking like Imperial were coming in once again with their old style, and it was working. But Black Dragons seemingly figuring that out. But still 4 rounds taken by Imperial on Blacklist.
But it was early 4 rounds, I would say, in the first half. And then later it went in the first half. It was slightly going towards Black Dragons. So when they switch over to Blacklist, let's see how they can open up. So far, DCC has been opening up with pretty good shot, but mostly from Adrian, just having some good defense. And also Goken, those pistol shot has been a lifesaver for the team. And that's quite scary, as a few of the members are certainly popping off from Black Dragons. And when we talk Imperial, Danimal is doing so well when he goes up to that A top. Actions with some beginning headshots, and MG just sniping into a lot of them. Today, so far, Will and GDSG not having that many kills. Maybe in the second half they can transition into defense and have a better time.
Yeah, it does feel like MG is once again pretty consistent. He hasn't been super flashy, but he gets, you know, kill here and there, some good snipes so far. And even through yesterday, where Imperial struggled a bit, right? They started 3-0 and then ended up 3-2 after yesterday, so they took a couple of losses. He was the one player that was still consistent for me, in my mind, and looks like he's playing well today once again, so shout out to him. And we'll see how this one does go, because we've seen that Imperial were always looking pretty good on the Blacklist side. And getting the 4 rounds is pretty good, but I'm curious to see how it is going to go after the switch.
As I think Imperial, they would focus a little more towards B. This time just leaving 2, but in a bait position. As Black Dragon, they would love to just dive in with few smokes and flash. And there are spots like below the stairs and off to the side box from A where you don't really get flashed as much. But you allow the opponent to come into the site. You get a late vision on them.
You see that 3 members of the Black Dragons have taken the on this time around. Only MG, I would imagine, on the side of Imperial would have taken that for his team. And yes, that is confirmed. And with those 3, those 3 snipers, it looks like they are going to switch it out now. But just looking for those initial early picks before that goes down.
Black Dragons getting a feeling of how many members Imperial has left. Towards that yard, there are few bait spots, not as many as the other maps. But MG spots 1, no shots.
Yeah, a little bit late on that one, and now they're being dogged down. And here Will is going to go down. The shot misses. Adrian picks off 2. And just getting on in there, DGZ. Only with the pistol, the rest of Imperial's trying to attack him, but their base is kind of in shambles as Actions is going to go down, and that is a clean sweep from Black Dragons here. Not even DGZ goes down, survives with about 10 health as they get on in there in a very dominant start to the Blacklist side.
Again, Goken with that triple kill right after the sniper, the 2 headshot. Immediately following up, he's having a great day so far, at least on Ankara. And an immediate rush to B side. MG does get that quick scope.
Seems like they're reading the positioning really well of Imperial with the angles they're taking to attack, really isolating their snipers and taking awkward angles where they're not covering as much.
And the members for Imperial from A site goes around the corner from bypass into office now. It's feeling that there are a few snipers left, so there must be at least a member or 2 from A long. But that's not the case. Imperial took a long time.
Ooh. That time around, he's not able to land that very crucial shot, but there's only 10 seconds left, so it's not going to be easy to get in there and get the defuse down as the flash is going to come in, but the shots do as well, and the defuse will not be able to get off as there goes the bomb. BD takes the advantage here, 7-4 with 2 very strong Blacklist rounds.
A smart plant to not go for that A long plant instead. And Imperial thought of that A long plant. That's the reason why they went around, but it was actually the other way. So somewhat easier defense by Black Dragons after that plant.
All right. Actions find some action, but eventually it doesn't look so good for them. You mentioned Will. He has kind of been dominated so far, especially here after switching sides. Not able to win some of those initial firefights. But here comes MG. He's trying to put the team on his back again. We'll see what kind of angle he finds.
As they actually come out from that B site, thinking that they're all out in the passage.
Yeah, just unexpected angles that Black Dragons are holding. It feels like Black Dragons are playing better as a team, and also their strategies are a little bit well thought out. And Imperial just a little bit all over the place at this moment in time. The bomb is going to get down. It is 3-on-2. GDSC actually gets in there, gets a nice angle, but it's only a 1-for-1 trade. And now it's all up to MG once again. Not able to find that flick, and they're going to look to attack him from multiple angles. Very easy shutdown for them, as now 8-4 is the score.
It's Black Dragon from Blacklist just sweeping through all their attack into B site only, not even peeking into A site, forcing out long rotations by controlling the center passage. And so far, Imperial and not really having their day in the defense mode.
Yeah. That is clear.
From Global Risk, you're going to have two split. To split A and B, and one just watching from a passage or front yard. Depends on where you want to back up first. But they've been really aggressive, even having some bait into the entry, going out on the A long into quarters. I think they got too confident with the information, thinking that Black Dragons will not attack as fast as they did.
Yeah, Black Dragons taking their time this time around. They've actually got a nice little spread, kind of covering all angles, maybe waiting for Imperial to get antsy after 3 lost rounds in a row.
This is the normal position for Imperial from the Black Global Risk side.
Yeah. Will trying to hold it down here at the front yard. But nobody has really made an entrance in there. It looks like Black Dragons going to slowly but surely make their way over to B, and immediately Mazin is going to take down Will again. But MG trying to get on in there, misses that shot, and eventually does get taken out.
Action's still waiting on top. The backup already came in with the smoke. And up to Mazin, can he come from the side and strike easily?
I like Action's position here, but the rest of his team are in a bit of trouble. He hasn't really been able to find an angle, and DGZ just shuts him down, snipes him in the face on top of the site.
And GDSC took the long way around, as he sort of thought that maybe Actions can survive and buy some more time for him, but all the other members going down. It's not the position you want to be.
Yeah, and you can make that 4 rounds in a row now on Blacklist from the Black Dragons. They also took that last round, if you remember, on Global Risk, so technically 5 in a row. And it has just been their dominance here after a very even start. I mean, it was tied 4-4, and then all of a sudden the Black Dragons are just running away with this one.
As last round, Will was caught trying to go from the yard into a passage. The sniper pressure is real from Doken, from all the way back into the stairs from the central passage. So Will has to smoke up and then look for the pass, not allowing any sniper kills.
That grenade that GDSC just threw out did a nice amount of damage here to DGZ. And they're not going to be deterred. They're actually looking to attack in here with 5 members, kind of Imperial style. Danamal is able to pick off that first one, but again, will be kind of even coming up from behind, though, on the stairs here was Mazin. And again, it is 3v2 now on the site.
Will and MG coming in from the passage, gets some damage, but does not find the kill.
Yeah, unfortunately, Will has not been able to put the team on his back. MG, can he do it? That's a couple of quick flicks with the pistol. As they were both extremely low, he knew all he needed was that one tap.
Doesn't know exactly where DZZ is. Big AWM sniper fight. Now he does.
Ooh, and he's actually able to pick him off. So MG keeps their hopes alive. With a really clutch kill there at the end. That was actually 1v3, essentially. As, again, the ace of Imperial strikes.
Yeah, without MG, the map would have been over. And still, Black Dragons, they can still land one more attack and finish the map. As that was a pretty good duel between DZZ and MG. Or we thought DZZ in position and also had better chances. But it doesn't matter where you are. If you have an AWM, if you can lend that shot, you will win every time.
Oh, I love that when they spot each other in the duct. But nobody's going to make that first move, that aggressive push. Although, as I say that, GDSC looking to scout on in there. Sees that they're still sticking around. They might be expecting an aggressive play over here, but no rotation just yet from Imperial.
GDSC will go down to Adrian immediately. And down low, he's got to keep covered.
He's able to get the flash down, but Will just pops out and dies. Mazin able to take him out. He only has 7 health left, but the job is done. As it is pretty difficult to attack back in from this angle, especially through smoke. They will attempt to do that. Actions goes down, and the 3 of them just get wiped just like that. And that is going to be set 1. Going the way of the Black Dragons here on Ankara. So nicely done on the side of Blacklist. They only dropped 1 round. And other than that, it was a pretty clean sweep. And they're able to take this first start on the right foot here against Imperial.
Even better for them, as the next map is one of the best maps for Black Dragons. It is the Black Widow, where they can strike so well, especially using their great snipers to open a long, the central door. I mean, this team can do any map, but on Black Widow, they get even stronger. So Imperial is going to have a very hard challenge in the second map.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. And you have to wonder, how they're feeling after yesterday when they took a couple of losses against the other 2 teams, and then now up here against the Black Dragons, they go down yet another set. It's definitely not a good feeling. I mean, the morale must be pretty low for them. And so it's not going to be easy, but the Black Dragons definitely looking to claw their way back here. Again, they were the favorites coming into this tournament. And yet, they're only 2-2. They're behind a couple of the other Brazilian teams, so they're looking to regain that glory and prove to everybody that they deserve to be the favorites from the get-go.
As Black Dragons, I think they got their rhythm back after the first half. In the second half, it went literally for them as they broke through A site a couple of times. Immediately, Imperial could not really find their chance to come back into the match.
Yeah, and it looks like we are preparing for the second map here, trying to get onto Black Widow, as that was the choice for this second one. And you can see Imperial versus Black Dragons here. It is match 4, as we are attempting to get onto Black Widow. The players just trying to get in, and it looks like everybody's ready, so we can just now be able to jump onto Black Widow. So let's go into set number 2. All right, it looks like the game has started up. We are here on Black Widow, and the Black Dragons are going to start on Blacklist, as Imperial did decide to go straight onto Global Risk to start off this one as the home team.
And Imperial had the smoke down, making sure they control a long access road all the way into back. Goken does have some cover from the BL spawn, but don't know exactly how much pressure that they have from A site.
Yep, and here they come, straight into the storage. And already Black Dragon starting here on Blacklist. They're able to get 2 And running on in, actually sees Will through the smoke, and Adrian is on a rampage here. GDSC is all alone, but they are hunting him down. Not quite able to take him out just yet, but it is 4 against 1 to start off this first map. And, I mean, you just got nearly clean sweeped with Black Dragons on Blacklist. And Imperial did go ahead and decide to go for Global Risk again, and so far it has not worked out for them.
Peeking out through the small window, and 2 men covering that window, 1 more from the storage. All you're thinking right now is maybe for a couple of kills. Doesn't even get a single kill, as was going to be a near impossible retake for GDSC alone.
Yeah, pretty much impossible, especially because he was so low on health. And you can see that Imperial this time around looking to get a little bit aggressive over towards the waterway. Poking out here's Actions. He's able to get 1. As out come the rest of them. Down will go Danimal. That is actually a pretty good trade for Imperial, though. At the end of the day, it is 3 for 3, but low health bars on Viana.
Black Dragons only spending their riflers, sending them into the waterway. Adrian did get caught, not thinking that Imperial was already out in water. But the rest of the sniper, they were just all the way back in spawn looking for another shot opportunity, anyone coming from Access Road or the side road. And this time Imperial, they did stop. They do have a member set up in A long, but so this attack from Black Dragons can work. And if they go in, the backup will be super late.
Yeah, it's really up to Danimal to try to get some action going here. He gets the 1 headshot. Now he's in a pretty good spot. Gets the double kill, pulls out the pistol. Doesn't have time to reload, and MG is there just on time for the backup and is able to tie this one up as Imperial get that round.
Danimal just coming clutch, getting that double kill on his own. MG actually backing up really quickly, all the way from A site when there was a first shot fired from the storage. And Black Dragon feels that the smoke is actually all the way far into the back of the storage. There must have been a jump into the waterway, so they back up. It's controlling B long, but because of smoke, they can't really get too much vision.
Yeah, they're going to throw out some of their own and just look to slow this one down. And actually, Imperial just going to back entirely out of the waterway, saying, okay, you can have it, it's fine. And we'll just look to control the site here.
As delaying for an aggressive push and a mistake from Imperial. Black Dragon's waiting for a free kill. Looking to catch any of those aggressive plays.
Yeah, I mean, Danimal is actually inside storage looking to take a little bit of an aggressive stance. You know, he's not fighting all the way back in the site or anything like that.
And this is also a spot you don't really expect the person to be. Usually it's on top next to the window, towards the doors, or on top of those boxes behind this position right here.
But it looks like maybe they want to go A short. We got a couple of members in there. The bomb is still down, so no committal just yet.
A short is totally open, as Imperial's got cover from A long. Likely they will spend at least a sniper from A long, so keeping that into their vision seems like an okay idea. There it is.
Yeah, and you can tell immediately the shouts are going to come from their side that, hey, they're on short, they're on short. Will just waiting underneath, seeing who he can spray down. Is not going to be successful in that. As the rotation back out, actually DGZ was waiting for that. Is able to pick off 2, but down he will go. Adrian will be able to win this little firefight. Now it's all up to GDSZ to try to defend the site by himself, but will not be successful. As the Black Dragons are going to take yet another round here. and take the small advantage on Blacklist.
And that was a really slow attack from Brazil team here. This Black Dragon, they usually do not wait that long, but because Imperial has been taking control of that waterway, that's a great shot. Gets a jump. And one more Goku does he does not know that there's another member.
Yeah. Danimal's chasing him down. It's a nice little shot there. He's able to take him out.
It's all the way on the back, so they would know that this is going to be a free plant. Either they come from a long, or it's going to be the central doors.
Danimal, he is just like a roaming nomad with a gun, trying to hunt down whatever unlucky soul finds him, but he will be taken from above. Yana able to shoot him down through the floor. And now Black Dragons will be able to move ahead once again. I've been liking their strategies so far on this map.
Finally, they will try to control a long back. Still keeping a sniper because Imperial has been forcing the rotation out of that storage into side road and also controlling B long.
You see, yeah, Imperial is... They've got a pretty aggressive stance here in the middle of the map. And even Will pretty far up. It's only going to be MG on short. He misses that first shot. He is not able to get the second one either and make that 3. This DGZ is going to be the first sniper to get a kill, and that is just spray into short. Adrian takes out 3 members of the Global Risk, and Will not be lucky as well. 4-1 now for the Black Dragons.
Missing couple of first shots. It leads to an aggressive opening and movement from the opponent rifler. Adrian did not stop at all. Just went all the way deep, checked all corners, even behind that radio. And was able to get an easy side angle, get the kill onto multiple members of Imperial there. As he's going to be sending with 9-2.
Yep, feeling pretty good for himself right now. And Black Dragons, once again, really mixing up their strategies and approaches here. Looking to get into storage right now. Will has a pretty nice spot, but he's going to be flashed. Picks up that first kill. Danimal will take a little bit of damage, but is taken out, actually, by Maz. And DGZ also gets the snipe there onto Will. Actions here, rotates for help.
Actions getting that kill from the door is going to help them so much so that the Black Dragons can really dive into that B site. And then Imperial backs up. They say, okay, there is a sniper. Let's go all the way around. Actually, 2 snipers from Black Dragons. So makes the long way rotation into the Black BL spawn.
Oh, I love that position from Goken. Just waiting for the rotation in the waterway. They didn't notice him at all. But still, 2-0. Nice little pistol fight. Looks like Goken's going to get another one. He's been a bit on fire today. And now GDSZ just kind of walks in and gets sniped down. 5-1. We haven't had this much of a one-sided, kind of a Blacklist side in quite a while here.
As this matchup now looks to be like a regular match of Black Dragon versus Imperial when we had several matches back early this year and just a month ago from Brazil. As Imperial could not really show their power at all against Black Dragons for a few reasons. One was lack of rotational work. 2, their aggressive play from Global Risk, and every time they tried that, just like in this match, against Black Dragon, it works. It does not work. Against other teams, it works a lot better.
Yeah. That's pretty telling as to what kind of a team Black Dragons is and why they are considered the favorites.
Yeah, but once you got that style as Imperial, it's hard to switch your style just for one team when it works for all the other team. So I think that's the reason why Imperial's still sticking to their own old strategies.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, Black Dragons pretty good in this one. Will waiting for Viana around the corner. Going to spot him, but Viana just quick flip over to the other side. He's able to take out Donovan without much of a hitch. And here we go, just going to light up that box, make sure nobody's behind there. And in come Imperial, super aggressive, but they kind of get mowed down. Action's able to get the couple of kills there, but at the end of the day, still is going to be advantage Black Dragons, as DGZ is going to get 2, make it 3 in a row to take out the site. It's now 6-1. And man, we might have our first 8-1 half. I mean, we haven't had that just yet in this entire tournament.
What's more surprising is that the Black Dragons are pushing in with quite a bit of force, and they're taking time as if they're playing global risk. And Imperial certainly still not possible when the first half goes this bad when you're on global risk. It's sometimes okay to just transition into like 1-4, put 1 in A and the rest of the squad in B side, because B side has been your weakness in terms of defense.
Black Dragons, it feels like every time they come in here, it's like with a new approach, a new style. You know, or this time are we going to get aggressive? This time are we going to sit back? Are we going to go for A? Are we going to go for B? This time around, it looks like a lot of members hanging around that central road. But at the end of the day, GDSC is going to get popped there by DGZ. But nice little shot back from Donnie Mall.
He was actually having an awesome day. Want to go forward into the central and actually gets the headshot. DGZ was ready for that shot to come through.
That's a pretty massive shot for Donnie Mall. He's kind of putting the team on his back as the leader. As he hasn't been a name we've been shouting too much, but he's able to do a nice job here, as that's going to be a couple of kills actually towards the side of Black Dragons. Now it's only Will left available, and he has been spotted up here on short. Looking to get aggressive, but now he's down to 22 health. Not much that he can do. Just gonna run in, gets 1 headshot.
Okay, that's a start.
Yeah?
Needs to find another. And he's running out of time soon.
Yeah, and they're just not gonna poke out unless they need to. Nice little behind the back play from Adrian, goes all the way behind the site through the passage and down below short. So nice little rotation, and Black Dragons now 7-1. This is not looking like the old Imperial we saw from earlier on this week.
And finally, with a long opening, maybe they'll try to just go in with not many smokes. Actually, Imperial, who's still taking advantage of that waterway. Strategy win right now for Black Dragons.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is going to be pretty devastating, but Will is able to poke out and get 2 by himself. This is the hero play you've needed.
But Martin was right next to him, pretending like he's an ally.
Yeah. Circled all the way around.
Ooh, this 2 passes rotation. Oh, and does not find the plant.
This could be pretty sneaky. I don't think Mazen, well, he's going to get that kill, but DGZ with the rifle not able to do too much. But Gokin picks off 2, the snipe, and then the Colt to the face, and MG all alone takes out 1. And now we have sniper on sniper action.
17 seconds. He does know where Gokin is.
I believe he did switch to the AK, and he's looking for that last shot, and not quite
7
able
seconds.
to get it. He's just trying to jump and delay time, and he will be
enough.
successful. Poor MG, not able to get on in there and actually stop it from going down. Now 8-1, extremely one-sided here on this map so far.
He loved that last shot, last jump shot into the ground, saying, okay, you're already out of time. You can kill me, but you're going to lose the round.
Yeah. It is pretty devastating. Definitely stuck between a rock and a hard place there a bit. And here comes Imperial just walking on through. Try to get on in. Danimal is going to open it up once again. He has been their one player that has been pretty consistent for them, but he's not able to open up the site in a big way.
Imperial trying a similar movement as Black Dragons tried that in the earlier rounds, but shut down from the two defending from B site. And the rest, Black Dragons don't really have a greatest idea. Goken misses the first shot.
Yeah, nice little snipe from them, and GDSZ aggressive with his own sniper. Adrian spots him, good headshot, but Will immediately claps back.
Diana thinking about a long, maybe even rotation into a short if he has time.
He's going to go all the way around. They're going to see each other here, and Will just catches him totally by surprise. Viana, I don't even think, shot a single shot. He says, well, you're not supposed to be there. And here comes Imperial once again, aggressive as always. Looking to get in immediately towards storage once again.
We used a couple of flash and smokes from Black Dragon to delay that B rush. Now Imperial is going to take some time. They're also just having MG with the sniper, but loses GDSC in return because the smoke just went off.
Well, Danimal, he's getting aggressive once again. He's trying to lead the charge. And the sentry frags have been good, but this time not able to lock down DGZ. He's going to throw in the flash, move on forward, not quite able to take out DGZ just yet, and gets shot in the back by Mazin.
Because of that play, two members go really low. And on the other side of the map, A long has been controlled by Imperial. Still, Mazin is hiding on the back.
Yeah, I liked his positioning, but at the end of the day, Imperial say, well, we're out of here. They're going to get in their getaway car and say, let's try to group up and go elsewhere. It is 3v4.
Mazin's position.
Oh, so good. He has been so on point tonight, and he just gets a triple kill just like that. Makes it look so easy. They did not expect him to be there, or at least they didn't check on time. And they all got swept down.
Imperial needs to break through all 7 rounds and even it up to go to extra round. Look for a possible win. We knew that Black Dragons were going to be dominant on this map, but not as this much. So looking to have a setup, because there are a few smokes blocking vision from A long.
Oh boy, here we go. Old Imperial style, Goken's not able to get that shot down, but GGC is. He gets taken out himself, 3-on-3. Mazin in the back, unseen for now. They know that's a possibility. Adrian here on short. Trying to see what he can see, not able to take anyone out just yet.
They do see the plant, and there's a miss. And still Black Dragons taking this game back after a big retake, and that's going to be the match point.
Yep, that's going to be the end of that, as the Black Dragons will take the entire match there, 2-0, and the final set